Hello everyone and welcome to another Payday 2 Death Wish achievement guide. This time we're looking at Watchdogs. Yeah, this is not the hardest at all. This is also the first non-transport one recorded, so I will go through the builds and everything. You're basically gonna need 3 people with ammo and 1 person with 2 times med aced. Reason for that is you're not gonna go through as much med if you use it at your last bleed out only, not when you just go down once. That's how you waste medical equipment and that's how you fail Death Wish. Ammo will get used up a lot with you of LMGs, sniper rifles, it will happen. So I recommend you go with those builds, plus you'll need things like fast hands, transporter, pretty much the usual stuff. And you should be able to make this go well. Now, as usual, most people in Watchdogs camp in that room at the back, and yes, that's what we're going to do. But with Watchdogs, we're not going to get all of the bags. Oh no, we are never going to get all of the bags, because firstly, it's not worth the money. Firestarter Death Wish is much easier, and Lava will be doing a video on that. But anyway, it's much easier than this, and you get a lot more cash. For example, I got 15.5 million offshore from one game of that on Pro. Literally, 12 weapons day one, full locker, and lots of bags in the vault. It's perfect. Tons of money and an achievement to go with it. But that will be done in another video. But this, get 8 bags. That means 4 in the boat, and as soon as the chopper comes, you take 1 each with you, and you'll get 8. You will get about the same as getting all of the bags on Pro Overkill Watchdogs, so it's not much of a problem. You won't get that much more if you stay for longer. But if you do want to, then that's your choice, but I would recommend you wouldn't. As like I said, the money isn't worth it, but it's all worth a try. You would need to survive another wave of about 5 bulldozers, because, you know, it gets more intense throughout the game, obviously, so the more waves, the more bulldozers are going to show up, and considering skulldozers can easily kill you, yeah, you're going to be down a lot. You'll need extreme team communication. Probably 4 times in the spy bar. That's really, I would really not recommend going full packs. What you can do is camp here, and then as soon as you can, Z wasn't meant to talk in this. Anyway, once the van is here, and it will be in a second, it can be in the same places as it can be on Death Wish, but the only thing that's different with this is that if it's the bridge one, you will have to jump, and if you fall, yeah, you're gonna get down. There is no chance. Catberg the Ace will not save you from that, I'm sorry. So the only thing you're gonna be able to do is, well, jump it. And if you can't jump it, then there's no way you're gonna be able to move the bags. That is the spawn we got, if I recall correctly. I'll just wait for this gameplay to go out to that point. But weapon-wise, probably the Loco, and then anything long range. Snipers, AMRs, heavy rifles. M308 is good here as well, but it really doesn't matter as long as it can output high damage. Yeah, we got the one across the bridge, which means you have to jump. Me and Mew did jump in, and what I have on myself at the moment, at this, well, on this recording, I have Sprinter and Iron Man, not Ace. So even with the heaviest armor and the correct perks, you can jump it. So don't worry about that. Just make sure you actually make the jump. And if you don't make the jump, yeah, that isn't going to end well. Especially on Death Wish. With Pro Death Wish, sorry. Where you only have 1 chance. So what I would recommend you doing, if this won't work every time, it did for me sometimes. It might have in this recording. But what you should be able to do, that railing is knocked off. You can actually jump to that railing and avoid having to go for the crossfire at the front of the map by going around. So if we let this gameplay run through, I might have actually made the jump. Half the time you can, half the time you don't, but remember, Sprinter and Iron Mayonnaise will help. So, no, I didn't make it. I always give it a second try, and if I don't make it then I just leave it and go round. Right, I hope I make this. Mew did it, maybe. Yeah, Z did it. No, I didn't make it. I would have gone round at this point, yeah, and there's a Skulldozer. That's why I'm doing the crouch jump thing. Oh, and I barely missed that cloaker. If you don't know this already, if cloakers do the jump kick animation trying to knock you down, there's a chance you will miss them by running. And if you miss them, well, you're perfect. You just missed the cloaker pretty much. Right. We had many close calls in the 8 loud Death Wish missions, I must say.
Thanks.
Pretty much all of them had close calls. Muse told me this yesterday. And we also had recoveries on things like downtown. This one is a recovery, which I won't spoil. You're gonna have to watch the rest of this video. Funny thing is, Rats and Watchdogs have literally almost the same amount of time recording on each of them. So 23 minutes recording of doing both days, and Rats all 3 days. So I'm just gonna call that coincidence, really. Alright. If you don't know this already, you move all of the bags close, and then you throw 3 in if you want. Yeah, I somehow missed that. I think that's why Mew shouted at me or whatever, but you know. Yeah. Yeah, you be quiet. Yeah, I make mistakes sometimes. I forgot because I didn't know what... Yeah, what I was thinking is that if you throw a bag down there, you will miss it. That's what I thought. Right, we're loading the bags in. Now what you can do is wait for the assault to end. But here's the thing. The assault breaks are very short. So on Death Wish Watchdogs, literally, don't wait for it. Just run, stay as a team, you might make it. Us, however, we didn't. We had a recovery. A very big recovery. I don't really use the spot that much, but in things like this, it's very useful. For some reason, Z, who has very weird opinions, thinks that Inspire Ace is OP and should only be used on Death Wish. Yeah. Try that on frame and frame at Overkill. Loud. Try that. It won't end well. He has Inspired, just not Ace. But I really think you should on Death Wish. See, this is the point where we recover. I got downed. We didn't make it. Yep, we have Wasp. Did a recovery. I was about to say restart. You know I panic and sometimes I type wrong. Wasp started that, so see, whatever you're saying about you recovered us, you didn't. It was Wasp in the first place. We made it back and Z just got into custody. Once again. Yep. He isn't that good at this game. I don't get as many kills, but you know, at least I don't get downed as much. I really hate that Inspire has a 75% chance, and then sometimes after 4 shouts, he doesn't get up. That luck is just... yeah. If you do fail to... if you get to the driver, you're fine. You can skip to day 2, which is in a couple of minutes, I think. But if you don't, I recommend just retreating, because it's a defendable place, as before, and, well, no unnecessary risks need to be taken camping in other spots. So as you can see, just fending off the cops, and, well, that's basically what we did for day 1, really. Now, bags wise, if you get more than 10, and just leave it on day 2 when you run. Don't do anything else with it. That's another point. That drill, just in case the heli or the van will come there, you really don't want to go around. So I recommend starting that drill as soon as you get out. I don't usually remember it because there's a it's only a third chance it will go there, but it's always a chance. So it's really on your choice. Alright. Now I'm gonna restate this again. Grenades are not needed. Or snipers. The M308 is a good alternative to a sniper. Or to be honest, I still think the AMR was powerful. I can complete heist and overkill without grenades, so you can easily do Death Wish. Well, probably shouldn't say easily, but basically if you just have really good coordination in your team, you'll be able to make it easily. So I'm going to restate this again. I'm also going to put this in a notes section of the guide. You do not need any DLC to complete these heists. Yes, it will be a bit easier, I will admit that, but frankly I prefer the new mechanics of the weapons and actually making things easier, because they don't, in my opinion. Maybe a bit, alright? But it depends on what heist it is. The LMGs are not suited for some heists and some of the snipers. The base game weapons are just as viable as some of the DLC weapons. So, yeah. Alright, I think we got the heli this side. We didn't have to go round. So I'm just gonna mainly be silent for the rest of this and let you guys watch this gameplay. No, we didn't. I forgot. Bit of a delayed escape there, but the notification came up a bit late. But we still made it. And of course, med up when you run. Of course, you're gonna use the last of your resources, you might as well. The Loco is OP. I still use that as one of my best secondaries. Personally, I don't use any of the DLC secondaries apart from the Gruber Kratz in Stealth. So, really, you have the best secondary in the game without DLC. Alright, if I look at this recording audio, it looks like that within a minute we will make our way over there. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, you'll see what happens. This is why these assets in the truck can be useful sometimes. Yes, the truck does blow up, but it can still be useful for situations like that. Yeah, I realised that Wasp was running around, so I might as well have just risked it. It paid off. My armor nearly went down, I think. No, I got tased, that was it. And we made it. Yep, it was a great recovery, I must say. Oh look, down 7 times, and we're in the game longer than him.
Ooh, but who had
Shh. See? Shush. God. This is an inside joke mainly for my friends, but basically Z is this... he says he's the best player and he's better than me, Mew, or Wasp, or whatever. Yeah, that was Wasp. I'm sorry, I'm just looking... This is post-commentary, and it was Wasp that saved you. Yeah, Mew will love this. I could actually just type that to him now. No, he's not here. I think. Either way, day 2 is not that hard either. You basically just have to camp in a certain area, and you've pretty much done it. At this moment in time, it's my fault. Yeah, Z always blames it on me. Yeah. If you ask like pretty much anyone that's been in the game with Z, you'll find that he always blames me. So yeah, basically what I'm typing there is we camp at Dock 7 and we get 8 bags. We actually got 10 somehow. I don't know. If you are quick, you should be able to count them just before you move them to the van. So I'd recommend you do that just so it saves you less grief. So you camp at Dock 7 behind this container that I'm going to show in a second. You can camp around it. It doesn't matter if the boat's to the side or to the back or to the other side, which is better. But it really doesn't matter because you're all going to be close in. You'll know where they come from. Yeah, we got this one. There will always be a Skulldozer thing there, and I struggle to find because I do in fact have a bit of lag. The lag playing this black is not as good. Yeah, there's usually a Skulldozer there. Not an elite bulldozer. Skulldozers should be the official name. Yeah. If you have snipers, it's easy to take him down, or of course you can just get him quick with an AMR-16. You're gonna have to move really fast if you get this spawn, because you are literally where the cops spawn. Now, if you want to get one person assigned to turn on that power quickly, you can. But frankly, on Death Wish only, I wouldn't recommend it, and you just stick it as a team. As long as you can secure the bags, it'll be fine. See, even I didn't notice. Yes, you don't say, Z. He states the obvious all the time. Yeah, see, I want to get that back, and really we didn't need it. Yeah, that was a very close... I was very close. No, I did actually get down. Like I said, I play so many games I don't remember. Alright. As you can see, we are moving the bags behind that red container. You see there? Put it behind there, put your resources behind that, and you can camp around the area. It doesn't really matter if you get downed, it doesn't really matter who gets down the most. You're all in this area, you can all shoot at pretty much the same place. As you can see, we have the cops coming from the back of us as well as the front, but we will notice if they come from the back, which is a good thing. If they come from the left side, you'll know, but from the right side, it will pretty much just blend in with the other cops that come. It really doesn't make much of a difference. I don't know why I was taking ammo there. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just killing a few cops and we are basically camping this. When the boat comes, run each to the boat. And then when the chopper comes, just run. You don't want to risk it. Yeah, that boat, I thought. The boat I thought was the coke boat, but you know, not the freight boat behind us. Right. They're basically camping here. I type slow, so you know. Things like that sometimes happen. For day 2, weapons, well, the perks are for day 1 and 2, but weapons, you might want a long range weapon. I bought the same weapons, because they're pretty much this. They're useful in both days, but if you really want to maximise your effort, then bring a rifle or semi-auto weapon with high damage. Right, pretty much nothing much more to say, so I'm just gonna let you watch the gameplay. See how this plays out. Yes, we did do it. I wouldn't upload a gameplay for a guide unless we actually did it. Wouldn't make much sense. Oh, one more thing I would like to state. Pro and non-pro versions of this are literally the same. There's no difference at all. So, this is the guide for both of them. I really shouldn't have picked up that package because I have too much already. Yep, that got me cloaked down. If you've seen the other videos, you'll find that Mew is a package addict. Which in a way is funny, but you know. Drop kick. Nope, I didn't hit that. It's got a bit of a cough, but you know. Basically, that's the tips for Watchdogs. I'll do a quick recap like usual. Day 1, camp as usual, move as a group, correct perks, inspire, fast hands, transporter, the above. Day 2, camp behind this container on dock 7. We got lucky with the boat. But there are a couple of chopper spawns depending where the boat is. There'll be 2 on the other side. It will definitely come at dock 9 if it is at dock 8, the carrier. Or it will come, the boat will go to dock 9 and then chopper will come this side, which would have been better. So that's basically it. As soon as the chopper comes, we're gonna run, because the money is not worth it, like I keep stating. It's a very important thing. If you wonder what that laser is, it's part of Hogshead. I'm not gonna spoil it, because there's a live stream secret, only for the Hogshead live streams. They said they want to keep it that way, and I respect them for that, so I'm not gonna tell you what code line you need to input for this to work. So if you want to get this amazing rainbow laser, you're gonna have to watch the Hogshead live streams. You will be able to find the link on the Hogshead Custom Protesters group if you're in that.
Thanks.
But overall, this is very... the Hogshead is more... it's a very tactical heads-up display. It doesn't give you an advantage, but it can help you a lot in just like planning what to do, because of the seconds and everything. You can like pick in his head, 3 seconds to go, and then after that I'm going to shoot this bulldozer or something. Or with ECM feedback, you have the exact time if all 4 of the people in your team have it. Right, this is the point where we run. We all had a bag with us, but I had to med up. Right, this is pretty much it. And that is how you complete Watchdogs on Death Wish. Not much of an issue. Really, compared to Big Oil, there's nothing. Yes, I got down 4, but I'm pretty sure Z got the same if I counted right.
The cocaine is in the hands of the distributors now, and all is well. Enjoy the fruits of your labor.
And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next Death Wish guide. Goodbye.
All right, I'm here. Get the bags over here.